I just got my mail. So this is my replenish list for my first aid kit. It's been almost a year since I've needed to really refill everything. But this is a multi-tool, and it's a pen, and it's got a light. It's got a flashlight on it. This is what I run out of quite a bit. Hydrocolloid dressing. If you have like minor burns, then you can cut this to size. And what's great about them, as long as you clean your wound properly the first time, you can leave this on for 7 days. And what happens, the hydrocolloid is actually, it's a second skin. So it's got like enzymes in it, like to where it keeps your skin very balanced. It doesn't make the skin too dry. It doesn't make the skin too wet. It absorbs moisture, but it doesn't dry out the skin. And this is what I put on a lot of like superficial wounds that I've had, and it prevents scarring. So this was a lot cheaper on Amazon. And then I got a refill of gauze pads. I mostly buy a lot of gauze pads for horse scare, but I use it myself as well. And I ran out. I usually buy them from the dollar store, and they're cheap there if you want something fast and on the way. But I had a lot of time and I was just prepping, so yeah. Let me open this. My carabiner. This carabiner doubles as a fire starter. This is a belt cutter. I'm bringing this with me to the plane. This blade is legal. It should be legal because it's not exposed. That's the biggest thing. If it's sticking out, if the blade is sticking out, then it's not good. So I'm really excited about that. I got this one because you can actually hook this on your belt or your belt hoop or your bag. And the reason why I actually bought this is because when I usually need a light, I usually also need both of my hands, and I can't be holding a light as I'm working with my hands. So this one I can put on my belt or my backpack if I am using both hands and I need something to shed light on things. I finally got some trauma shears. It was 2 for 1. They are stainless steel, and once again, I love hooking things onto my belt. So boom, boom. And it's gonna be easier to find if I have it all together, kind of like so, all hanging from here. This should be my tourniquet kit. I got 2 again because this is a different type of hemorrhage kit. So stop the bleed kit, whatever you want to call it. Stop the bleed, hemorrhage kit, tourniquet, swap tourniquet. So what this does is you can even cut it to size. You wrap it. It's like a big rubber band that they usually use for the lab, and what it does is it wraps around. You could even, I believe you can use this. Yep. So it's stretch, wrap, tuck tourniquet. So let's say I had somebody who was hemorrhaging. I wouldn't use this for somebody who's hemorrhaging. I could use like a gauze, put it on the person, put this and wind it up tight. And this is why I got this instead. With bleeds, what a lot of people don't know is that you don't necessarily need like that specific tool. I could easily use a pen or something stiff to actually wind something up, as long as you have a shoelace. As long as you have a shoelace to burn, like this would be the shoelace, right? And then I would use the stick to turn the shoelace tight. As long as you have something like that, this one will do. If you have arterial bleeds, what really helps is if you just put your hand on the actual artery. Tourniquets are great, but if you don't have an actual stop the bleed kit or tourniquet, you can pretty much put the palm of your hand on an artery like so and just hold on to there, and you just have to find it. This was my thigh and this is my groin. Artery runs through here. You literally just put your actual palm on it like so, and then you can alternate with somebody to change positions just so you don't get fatigued. I'm bringing them to Colorado. I will, on the next video, I'll show you guys how I build each individual medium pack I have for first aid. So in the car, I have a big first aid pack about this big, a large, and then I also have my extra large go bags. That's probably going to be this big. And individual purses. I usually have first aid kits that are about this big. And with that, I usually roll up gauze, I roll up a little rope, I roll up a mini scissor, mini flashlight, and those are always good. I need to find where it is. It's probably in my office bag, but it's usually about this small. My smallest first aid kit will be this small, and I usually have some sort of band-aids in there, gauze, a little rope. Those mini flashlights always come in handy. My larger go bags or first aid kits, which is probably about this size, I will usually have some sort of goggles in there as well. Goggles in a hard case like this, a flashlight like this, trauma shears. So this is something I would have in a bigger go bag. I'll have to take a photo of each one that I make and I'll post it after here. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed that.